Hello everybody, and as you may notice, I'm talking kind of quietly. If I am talking really quietly when I go to this video, I'll amp up the audio. You may notice that I am on my old laptop, and that's because I can't really get on my new laptop at the moment. So I'm going to try to make it as quiet as possible. Yeah. So this is kind of a bonus episode right here, episode 3, and I'm going to be showing you something kind of cool that you can do. So if you create a notepad document, and then in whatever way you'd like, you can use the technique I showed you on how to make batch files, but I use my technique with changing the file extension, which you can only do when your computer's set up a certain way. But and make it a .vbs file. And that's .vbs. And when you do it, so you have this. So that you do want to change the file type. So once you do that, if you did do it my way, you just right click and do edit. So I want to show you something pretty cool that you can do. So if you type in exactly what I'm typing in, and then here you can put in whatever you want, and then your computer will start to say whatever in between the quotes, and you can put in like 7 and it will say 7. You can put $7, right now. $7, it'll say $7. So it's pretty good at pronouncing things. Of course, it can say thousands and everything. I think you can only say up to billion. I might not be able to say billion. Say million, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I can say anything higher than that. I know it can't say a Google. It doesn't know that if you have 100 zeros at the end, that the number is called Google. So yeah, I'm going to leave it blank because I do not want my computer talking right now. My computer's the shy silent type. So, well, I'm opening it and it did. See. One second here. Oh, wait a second. Also, this thing can't run. It can't, you can't tell it to say 2 things at once. Otherwise, it will give you an error. Well, one of them will work, but not the second one. I'm going to pause this real quick, and I'm going to see the proper syntax for it. Okay, well, I feel a little dumb now, because, mostly is what it was, is that I didn't declare SAPI or SAPI as a variable. I also didn't use the set. So, dim, I don't know if it stands for something, but it's used in Visual Basic as basically a declare, and it sets something as it says that this word here represents a variable. You can always do comma, space, and then the next, and then another one to do multiple at a time. Like in Java, you have to do like public static int. This one you can just do dim, and then it figures out what kind of object it is later on when you assign it. So now basically it should work. So if I save this and then run it. Well, it's the sound that would make when my computer loads. So you didn't hear it because I don't have my sound on. It might have actually recorded it because I think this is recording sound audio. So you probably did hear it actually. I didn't hear it because I have my sound off. So yeah. Let's see if you did hear it. Yeah, okay. I see a tiny little thing pop up, so I don't know if it's just me pressing the enter key or whether or not you can hear it, but it works either way. So is what you can do with this. Six minutes is pretty good too. Okay, so you can edit the batch file. You know, make your basic batch file. Okay, and then you can do echo and then you can do I think the command is start hi.vbs and then nulls. Control S to save. This is 1 gigabyte, and then you can run that, and then it now says hi, and the computer would have hi too. The sound was on, but it's not. So again, let's just make sure, see if you can hear it. Yeah, I could just then. Like I said, I don't know. Sorry if you can, but I'm just like spamming it over and over and over again. Yeah. So also there is a way for Batch to create programs, or well, not necessarily create programs. Well, yeah, create programs, but actually put stuff inside like files and everything, and then actually making it into a program. If it's something like VBS and is using characters or letters or symbols that Batch can understand, and Batch can't understand really any symbols, but it can understand anything on a normal keyboard. So how you do this is by so you do the echo command, right? And then you say whatever you want to put in. So let's put PrototypeLua, because everyone wants PrototypeLua in their files somewhere in there. And then we can go like this, and then i.txt, and then what that will do is it will make it so that way a file hi.txt will come up. It will say PrototypeLua on the line that it's on. I think that might be first line, but I think that it's whatever line it's on, but it might be first line. There is a way to make it so it's always it just goes on the next line. So it like puts an enter, and it doesn't work if I'm holding Z instead of shift. If you go like that, it will always go on the next line. And so yeah, I got txt, but you can only do with the greater than symbol over there. You can only do 1 or 2. Don't try to get 3 to like put it on the 3rd line, because that won't work. It'll just give you a syntax error. You just need to do 2, and it'll always put it on the next line then. So if there's nothing on the 1st line, I'll put it on the 1st line. If there's nothing on the 2nd line, put it on the 2nd line. Stuff like that. But of course, as there's an enter there, so let's say you have it, so it's like it won't put anything right here. It'll put it right here. So yeah. We can just put pause here. There. Pause here. Control S, and then we can run this. And then it will just says hi. And then key. Because I pressed the key before and it did the pause no thing there for that. And then if you go in here to the hi.txt, which just appears there magically, it says block to group. So yeah. So basically, in a sense, you could use that to create a VBS file. So basically, is what you could do is yeah, I actually opened up to the file. So basically, what you could do is, so like, you could make it so that way, like, whatever's on the 1st line of hideout VBS, right here, which is dim sappy. So basically, on here, you could put dim zappy or sappy where blobbity bloop is, and have it where it says hideout.txt be like hideout VBS or whatever, and then you would do enter and then do the echo, and then put in the 2nd line, which is set sappy equals create an object parenthesis quote sappy dot sp voice unquote parenthesis, and then put that as, you know, the 2 greater than signs, and then hideout VBS, and then put a 3rd echo line with sappy dot speak parenthesis quote hi unquote and parenthesis with capital S on speak, and then put that with 2 greater than symbols and a hideout VBS, and then you could call start.hideout.vbs or start space hideout VBS, like how I have up here, and then it will call that. Or is what you could do though is call.vbs, and so that will wait, and when you do call.vbs, it's meant for batch files, but it works on really any executable, and so what it will do is it'll normally it'll wait until it's done, until it runs again. For some things it won't work like that. For like games, it'll just continue to open it, well, your computer pretty much. So don't do that. Yeah. So yeah, so you could basically do that and then have it delete it, which I believe is del space whatever the name of the file is, and then the file extension. Yeah. So that is it for today. This is extra. I will try to actually upload more videos soon. I know it's been a really long time. Also, check out our new website. It's going to be in the description. I was bored once and I made a prototype calculator. So maybe that'll be on the website soon for download. So yeah. So see you soon, hopefully. Bye.